Right, so we're going to start to the backs of the mats. Get some weights at hand reach just close to the sides of the mat so that they're there and set up for you. And I want you to sit with your feet underneath your knees and your hips. Spread your toes. Just close your eyes just to get the weight equal both sides. Take a shoulder roll, inhaling up to the shoulders. Exhale, squeezing back down. Pulling up again. So pulling the shoulder blades together. And again, 3, 4, and 1 more. Up 5. Good. Palms push down towards the floor, turning forward. Raise the arms up above your head. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms to the sky. Take a full body stretch up. Release the arms down by your sides. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And we're going to swing our arms forward and drop down into a squat. So we're pushing our weight back into our heels, squeezing the belly. And just lengthen your spine. Pull your shoulder blades together, squeeze deep into your lower tummy. Take one more deep breath. Make sure the feet are parallel. And then drop your fingertips to the floor. Lean into your hands and extend those legs. And bend them slightly and extend them again. Just a few times. And then soften the spine, roll up slowly, squeezing through the belly. Do one shoulder roll at the top. Inhale, exhale, swing those arms forward again, squat. So reaching the fingers forward, squeezing through the tummy muscles. Pull the shoulder blades together, weighting your heels. Again, scan the knees, sitting in line with that middle toe. Inhale, fingertips to the floor. Exhale, extend the legs. Melt your head and chest down. Walk through the legs or bend and extend the knees. And find your Pilates breath whilst you're here. A long deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Soften your knees, roll up. Give me that one shoulder roll when you hit the top. Take a long deep breath in. Swing the arms forward again. Pause, tummies on, squeeze, shoulder blades back. Inhale, lower your fingertips to the floor. Exhale, extend. Just breathe there. We're going to do that one more time. Soften the knees, roll up. Take a shoulder roll at the top. Inhale, exhale. Let's swing those arms forward. Now, deeper squat. See if you can drop down even further. Scoop the belly in. Shoulders relax. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Take one more breath in. And then inhale, lower the fingertips to the floor. Exhale, extend those legs one more time. And we're just going to walk through plank to downward facing dog. So soften the knees, take a walk forward until you position yourself into a plank. So roll your hips forward and hold. So my shoulders are very, very subtly over my wrists. Squeeze the butt. Inhale, lift up, exhale, float down into a downward facing dog, heels to the floor, bellies to the sky. So that means the bottoms lift high. Inhale, exhale, rock forward. Holding a plank, squeeze your butt abs on. Always hold for about a breath and then take a breath in. Exhale, lift up. Inhaling the heels to the floor. Exhale, lovely, strong stretch. Do that again. Rock forward. Always focus on your breath. Lift it up. 2 more. Roll it forward. Inhale, exhale, pause. Squeeze your butt, abs on tight. Inhale, exhale, lift. One more time. Breath in, roll on the exhalation. Then pause on the inhale, pause on the exhale. And then gently drop the knees down to the ground. Come into a soft child's pose. So soft child's pose, knees just slightly wide, maybe back shoulders. Bending the elbows and just let your head and chest melt to the floor, getting your bottom as low to your heels as you possibly can. So keep just using a gentle push in the elbows to drop your bottom into your heels. Now we're going to start off with some rotations today. So I want you to just begin to lift yourself back onto your hands and knees. And we're going to start with the left arm. And my right hand is my stabilizing arm. So my knees are a little bit wider. I'm going to grab a light weight. And I want you to just let it be like a swinging, like a soft arm swinging. Yeah, that's where you want your arm position to kind of be like. And we're going to start off by literally swinging all the way up, rotating from your waist, chest, squeezing the belly. And then as you bring the arm down, I want you to feed it under. Bend your right arm and really rotate the opposite way so that left arm hovers. We inhale, exhale, rotate all the way back up to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blade, but don't lengthen that elbow. Inhale, exhale, feed it through. And again, rotate. So you don't have to use your weight. You can release the weight and just feed it under using the hand. Just focus a little bit more on perhaps that mobility work, that movement a little bit deeper, and feed it through. Slowly up for 6. And feed it under. Up for 7. So I've lost my weight because I've got a little bit of a dodgy lower back. So I'm listening to my body and just going on a gentle mobility, still feeling your muscles working, active. Okay, on this one, I want you to lift up to the sky, hold it up, keeping that soft elbow. Inhale, drop to shoulder. Exhale, pull back up for 1. Inhale, shoulder. Exhale, up for 2. Shoulder. 3, 2 more. 4, last one. And 5, and swing it all the way through to the floor, getting the side of your shoulder rested. Perhaps rest your cheek onto your hand and find your stretch here. So drop all the way down. Your option is to then take your right arm and rotate the opposite way towards the ceiling. I'm not going to rotate my arm just because of my back, but if you can, lift your right arm, your eye gaze to the right.
Okay.
That's it. So just looking away. Feed that underneath arm through. Feel the stretch. So if you push your hips away, you'll feel the stretch in the shoulder blade. And then bring your hand back to the floor, it's up high. Slide your arm out, hand to the floor. Lift yourself up. Take a little cat stretch at the top and drop down to your elbows. So bring your knees a little bit closer underneath your hip bones because they should be slightly wide. And we're just going to warm up the core a little bit more. So you're going to hover your knees off the floor. So shoulders underneath, above your elbows. Tuck your toes and hover your knees. From here, left leg extends back, right leg extends back, lower your hips to plank, lift your hips, left foot steps forward, right foot steps forward. And then again, left, right, hips down, eye gaze forward, hips up, left and right, hover. Again, left, right, hips down, hips up, left, right, hover. And left and right, hips down, hips up, left and right. Nearly there, let's do this, come on. Left, right, hips down, plank, hips up, left and right. We've got 3 more to do, let's do this. Left, right, hips down, hips up, and in, and in. Last 2, out, out, down, left, in, one more. Out, out, hips down, hips up, in, and drop. Take the weight off again, child's pose. So no weight on those arms, relax them. Now we're going to stay focused on that left side. I'm going to work on some triceps, push-ups, and tricep again. So I'm going to go for 4 kilos. You can stick with the lower weight if you wish. You can do this on your toes, goodies off the ground, which is a real core challenge, or you can do it in a plank with your knees on the floor. So if you do it on your knees, your right hand again is underneath your chest. This arm's got to do quite a lot of strength work, just isolating. Hips down, and what we don't want to do is rock your hips like that. Got a suggestion. Okay, grab your weight. 10 tricep push kickbacks, and then 10 push-ups. Then the same arm, 10 tricep kickbacks again. So abs on, squeeze your butt. Lift your arm. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight down, hands wide of your mat, fingers slightly pointed out to the side. You inhale, chest drops between the thumbs. And we exhale, power up. Inhale down, exhale, power up. So we want to get the arms wide enough to open the elbows. You drop your chest to the elbow crease and push back in again. Your bottom does not want to go lower than your shoulders. Keep that in mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. Grab that weight again. Left arm. Hand underneath chest. Drop your hips. Lift your elbow. Let's go. If you wish, you can lift onto your feet. 7, 6. I'm going to stay on my knees because of my back. 4. Bottom down. 2, and 1. Release the weight. Take the pressure off the arms. Sit back into your heels. Interlace your fingers and just stretch open your shoulder blades just to release any tension that might just build up there for a couple of minutes. And then open your arms, turn your palms behind and interlace your fingers and stretch open your shoulders. Push them back. Release, hands to the floor. Okay, so we're going to go to those rotations on the other side. So grabbing your light weight again. You stay in a box position so the knees are beneath your hips. Hands beneath the chest. Right arm, it says like that swaying motion. Knees slightly parted, feet closer together, abs on. We exhale, swing up towards the sky. Inhale, feed the arm through and reach. So it's like counter stretch to a rotation. I'm going to drop the weight again and work without the weight. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Reach it under. So we don't want to completely straighten that elbow. Five more. My watch thinks it's talking to it. Squeeze the belly, try and turn a little bit more, try and reach a little bit more. Now remember, on that last one, you reach up to the sky, you keep your elbows soft, you pause, look up. Inhale, drop to shoulder height. Exhale, squeeze back up for 1. Shoulder height, squeeze up for 2. Shoulders, up for 3. Shoulder, 4, 1 more. Shoulder, up for 5. And then loosen it all up as we reach the arm across, dropping the side of your shoulder to the floor. Perhaps you can rest your cheek onto your hand, looking towards that reaching arm. And then if you can, drop to the floor and raise your left arm to the sky, do so. I can do it this side, it's not so painful. But I'm still gonna stay here. And just push your hips away, just to feel that extra little stretch into the shoulder blade. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then use your left hand back to the floor to lift yourself up, free it. I'm going to work into those triceps on the other side. But before we do, back down to your elbows. Bring the knees underneath your hips, and we're going to work through the right leg leading. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, okay? So when you're ready, set yourself up, hover your knees off the ground. Engage those lower abs. Step your right foot behind, left foot behind, hips down, hips up, right, left, hips down, hips up, right and left. Keep it going, breathe. Down, up, in, out, down, up, in, halfway. Out, in, up. We've got one more left to do. Come on, let's do this. Pull in. Last one. Out, down, up, in and release. Slide it back. Relax the shoulders. Head to the floor. See if you get your bottoms down to the heels. Push back, push back, push back. Melt the head and chest. So we're going to set ourselves up on that right side, working the right arm, left arm underneath. So going to bring yourself forward. 4 kilos is already there. Left hand onto the chest, and then drop your hips down to a half plank. Remember, you have the option to lift your knees off the ground, which I would usually do, but you want to keep those hips stabilised. Right arm, put it up to the rib cage. Let's kick it back for 1, 2. So the upper arm is isolated, the lower arm's working on its own. 5, 6. Keep those hips still, slightly lower. That's it. Last 2 and 1. Weight down, hands wide. Set yourself up for push-ups. Engage those abs. Inhale, elbows out to the side. Drop down, press up for 1. Inhale, press up for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 4. Come on, let's do it. Drop, power up. Use the lats down the sides of your back. Last 1. And push it up. Get your hand back underneath. Okay, let's do this. Straighten those triceps. Last set. Hips down. Half plank position. Elbow up. Let's power up this right arm. Press back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your tummy more. 6, 5, 4. Last 3. Come on, do it. 3. Kick it back. Last 2 and 1. Weight down. And take the pressure off one more time. Feel your heart beating. So we're going to turn over onto the right side, facing me. Bending your underneath leg. And the top leg is going to be lifted so it's in line with the hip. So you can be down here, slightly up here, it's up to you. Turn your toes down, your heels up, abs on. We lift that leg up, we drop it back down. So the important thing here is that everything aligns, that you haven't, that you're not turning your foot and happily going, woo, like that, yeah, which is nothing. That's doing nothing. It's all about heel leading the way, toe pointing to the ground. If you want more, you can put your weight on that thigh. Try not to drop your leg beyond hip level. And keep that medial rotation of the hips, toes pointing down, heel leading the way. Up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Now, keeping that foot flexed, we swing the leg forward into hip flexion. Don't let your hips move. Turn the toes up this time, very softly, pointing the toe, swinging the leg all the way back, and then do a very soft squeeze back through the buttock, which brings your leg a few inches back, and then forward. So what's very easy to happen if you don't focus here is that my hips will do that. They'll roll, and then they'll roll to do that. So I'm just That's just my hips flying backwards and forwards. So you'll be very careful that everything stays stabilised. Your hip bones are facing forward, and you're just doing a very subtle squeeze back. As you bring your leg forward, you flex the feet and turn the toes up. Yeah? So you should start to feel a bit lactic acid building up on the outer thigh buttock. Yes?
Yeah.
Squeeze. 4 more. See if you can lift the leg a little inch higher. 13.
Yeah.
Last one. Hold forward. Turn those toes up. Let's press. 10, 9. If it's too much, you just reduce the range of the leg. Take the weight off. Keep the leg moving. 5, 4, 3. Toes pointing up. And 1. Swing the leg all the way back behind. Then squeeze it back slightly, but don't push the hips forward. Parallel the hips. Point the toes. Let's press. 9, 8, 7. All in that glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to center. Toes in, heel up. Last 10. 9 in the middle. 8, in line with your body. 7, in line with your body. 6, 5, heel up. 3, lift it, hold it, and release it. Bash it out if you need to. That's starting to get into my knee bone and shin in the end. Made its way down. Now just pull that knee in, hug it in towards the armpit. As you do so, just feel the hip flex, just letting go, and a little stretch down the side of the buttock. Then loop your big toes. Turn the knee up towards the sky as you rotate onto your right buttock and straighten that leg to the ceiling. As best you can. Use a band or a strap if you need to. If you can't quite straighten the leg, hold onto your calf and push against your hand there. Try and drive that leg away from me, but draw the hip forward. And then bend the other, drive that leg in. Fabulous. Hamstring and adduct to stretch in the thigh. Just a couple more breaths here, go deeper. And then gently release the big toe, bend the knees back together. So I'm going to work into the abs, working the shoulder. And for this, you're just going to bring your elbow slightly underneath your shoulder, but your forearms kind of going away from you towards the corner of the mat. Grab a light weight, roll into the buttock, pull the knees in to start with. Your weight is here. Reach your weight towards the little toe. Lift the chest. Now you're going to drop and extend. Whoop, got something behind me. Drop into the shoulder, extend your arm, and pull back in. So drop down, pull the arm, pull in for 2. So be more on the buttock. Reach up for 4. So you can release the weight if you wish, but it's a really good shoulder mobility work. Pull those knees in. 6, 7, 8. Come on, work it. 9. I am pushing up to my elbow, but I'm not using a lot of weight in that arm. And hold. Now tuck those thighs in. Take the arm slightly out wide. Lift the arm up behind. Drop it back behind the hip. 1, 2, 3. Pull those hips, knees in towards you. 4. Chest up. 5, 6. Pull those knees in. 7. Pull those obliques. 8, 9, 10. Lift up. Lift the legs. Pause. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, and release. And roll over into your backs from there. Whew. Just calm your breath and let the spine melt into the ground. So these weights, so now I'm going to use slightly heavier weights. That's up to you. Working the chest muscles, big muscle group. Could do quite a lot. So we're going to take a breath. We're going to exhale, roll up into a bridge, and at the same time, bring the arms up into a fly. Then, staying in your bridge, bend your elbows, pointing to the sky, and press the weights just lightly behind the head. Exhale, extend your arms up. Then lower your bottom down as we open the arms back to the floor. My elbows touch the ground, my forearms don't. We exhale, lift up, bridge, pause. Inhale, bend the arms behind. Exhale, power the arms up and roll out to the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale, roll up. Breathe in to bend the arms behind. Breathe out to lengthen. Pausing for an inhale, and we slowly exhale to take our bodies back to the floor. And again. I think this is number 5. Is it number 5? Oh, yeah. This is number 5. So we've got 5 more to do. Come on, let's make it more powerful. 5. Bend behind. And down. Up for 4. And when you're in that bridge, bring your knees a little bit closer together. Up for 3. Don't rush it. Up for 2. Now we've got 1 more to do. So we lift all the way up, squeeze, bend the arms behind. Let's power those arms for 10, bend, 9, bend, 8, inhale, exhale, inhale, 6, 5, 4, pull those abs in, 3, last 2, last 1, extend up, inhale to pause, exhale, stay in that bridge, exhale, open the arms halfway, let's pump, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, open the arms wide, roll out, settle down. Take a long deep breath. If you wish, you can just roll your knees, just to keep everything loose in that lower back. Now we're going to work into the abs. Again, okay, keeping our arms at T-shape, bring your legs to tabletop. Pausing here. So we're going to let the knees drop halfway to the right. I'm not going to go too far because of my lower back being a bit dodgy. So I'm going back 1/4 of the way. You might want to go a little bit further than me. Pull the heels in towards the hamstring. Exhale, kick the legs straight for 1. Inhale, bend. Kick the legs straight for 2. Inhale, bend. Extend for 3. Bend. 4. And then 1 more time, holding those legs straight. We split kick 1 leg down. And we swap. 1, 2, cross them in the middle, 3, cross them in the middle, and 5. Bend the knees, roll to center, pause. Exhale, extend the legs out for 1. Inhale, bend back in. Exhale, extend the legs out for 2. You might want to go lower than me, but again, I'm just being a bit cautious. 3, 4, pull those lower bellies in tight, last 1, 5, straighten the legs to the sky. So we split kick, crossing our legs again this time. So we drop 1 leg to begin, and we cross. Cross for 1, cross, cross for 2, cross, cross for 3, cross, cross for 4, 1 more, cross for 5. Bend the knees together, pause, inhale, exhale to the left. I'm not going to go far at all on the side, this is my bad side. Hold there, pull the heels in towards the bottom. Squeeze those out, shoulders to the ground. Extend the legs for 1, bend. Extend the legs for 2. And 3, 4. Hold the leg straight. Split one leg, let's go. 1, cross, 2, cross, 3, cross, 4, cross, 5, cross, and bend the knees, pop them down to the floor. Take them wide, and again, just roll side to side. Let the abs go, let the abs stretch. Release the weights from the hand. Hug your knees in. Slide your hands around the back of the legs. Roll yourself up and flip your feet around to the other side. So now we're going to work facing this way on our right leg, bending the underneath leg. If you wish to use a weight on that leg, do so. Lift that leg up in line with your hip. Scan the body, make sure it runs in line. Hips forward, toes down. We lift the leg up and down. So what we don't want to happen is that. So pull the toes in, dorsiflexion, heel up. That's it. Hip square. So roll your top hip a little bit further forward. And pull your knee forward on that underneath leg. Up. I've lost count now. So again, if it gets too much, you just bend the knee so it runs in line, and we lift that leg up as one piece. So it just takes the weight off the leg. That's all. Right, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. Keep that foot flexed, come forward, abs on. Toes pulled up towards the sky. Point the toes, swing that leg all the way back and squeeze. Now remember, we don't want to have that movement in the hips. So just in the joint. And then a squeeze back into the buttock. Toes forward, turn the toes up. Point the toes, squeeze the leg back. Nice little exercise. It's all about slow and controlled. You want to try and keep the leg, at the hip height. Keep going. Two more. And excuse, drink some water. Now hold your last one out in front. Turn the toes up, let's go. 10, 9. So abduction through that outer thigh and buttock. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes pointed, squeeze that leg all the way back behind. So it's slightly a few inches behind you. Abs on, lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and subtly put it a few inches forward, toes up, heels up, toes down, let's go. 10, 9, 8, so the heels leading the way. 6, 5, toes down, 3, 2, lift it up, and drop it down. 3, that was definitely getting more the down part of my leg than the upper part. Hug that knee in, grab it, roll slightly over towards the buttock on the floor, the left buttock. Turning the knee up to the sky. And then loop around the big toe. Turn the knee up towards the sky and extend that leg up, stretch the hamstring. So again, you can catch the calf if you can't quite get that leg straight. Always try and pull the toes down. So that thigh, push it away from me, but draw the hip bone forward towards me. So you're almost rotating back. Straighten the knee and draw the leg in. Just try and turn your toes down and then in towards you. Your leg doesn't like to do it, does it? Straighten, straighten. Go a little bit deeper, one more breath. and gently release it. Yeah, just roll yourself over onto your back. Excuse me, legs straight out in front. Grab a weight. Always grab the weight at the top. But anyhow, grab a weight. Both hands, turn your palms up. We inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll up, and as you do so, bicep curl. Stand tall through the spine. Turn your palms forward. Shoulder press up, slightly above your head, in front of your head, sorry. Bend your elbows back, turn your palms in. Controllably, eccentric bicep curl, rolling all the way down to the floor. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, chin to chest, roll up. Bicep curl on your way up. Sit tall. Turn your palms. Extend. Bend, palms forward. Eccentrically curl yourself back down. Weight to the floor. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, curl slowly up. Lengthen up. Turn. Shoulder press. So one of the most important parts of this is transitioning between flexion and extension of the spine. So inhale, exhale, a slow roll up. Curl. Palms forward. Extend. Release. Palms forward. Roll it down. Lovely. Arms in more like. Inhale at the bottom, chin to chest. Exhale, roll up. Lift tall. Shoulders. That's 6. We've got 4 more left here. Inhale, exhale. So what I should have mentioned, if you really struggle to roll down and roll up, then you can do the halfway point. I should have said that like a minute ago. So you can roll back halfway here and pause, take a breath, and then roll back up, bicep curl, and carry on. Okay, last 2, wherever you are. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll up. Power up. Turn, roll it down. Drop the head down. Inhale, chin to chest. Roll up for the last time. Turn. Power up in the shoulders. Drop your elbows back down. Turn your palms forward. Halfway point with the biceps. Sink back halfway. Pump the arms. 10, 9, 8, 7. Abs on. 6, 5. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Waist down. Lean back into your fingers, turning your palms, your fingers away, sorry. Point the toes. And then lift your hips up into reverse bridge. If that doesn't work for you, bend your knees. And lift your hips up there. Push the chest away from the shoulders. 5, 4. Squeeze your butt. 2 and 1. Roll it out. Feet flex, legs bent. Wrap your arms around, grab the outsides of your feet. Lift up, lift and lengthen. Slide those legs away and come forward into a hamstring stretch. So I'm going to take my hamstring stretch in this position quite gentle because of, my lower back gets quite deep into sacrum. So I'm just going to focus. I'm not going too far down, but a little bit more focus into my hamstrings themselves. See if you can just drop a little bit deeper. Gently release, roll it up. Now lean back into your hands again. This time your fingers are facing in. Toes pointed or bend your legs. Power up, lift those hips up again. Now chest out to the shoulders, squeeze your butt. Come to here if you need to. Hold it, hold it, hold it, lift it. 5 more seconds, come on. 2, and release. Good, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out. Get hold of your feet. Lift and lengthen up through your spine. Push those knees down as much as you can. And then gently drop down. Again, I'm not going too deep, but I'm probably going to stay up here straight actually and work on my hips, because as soon as I lean forward, it gets into the lower back, and some people need that, so do it. I don't need that right now, so I'm going to stay here. Two more breaths. And then just ease off. If you're in a forward fold, come all the way back up again. Keep your back leg bent and swing your front leg behind into that position. Hurdle. Take your hand on the foot, lean in front of that shin and come down and stretch the buttock. So the further out you push that foot, the more you can get deeper into the stretch. So bring your foot further forward to that position. And then reach down. Yeah.
Goes back to the knee position.
This one you are. So just really lean into it. And then as you bring yourself out, lean back into your hands and just roll the hips straight over to the other side. Then move the foot, swing this leg back perhaps a little bit more, and then do exactly the same stretch on the side, leaning into the shin, turning towards the foot, stretching the buttock. One more breath. Just begin to ease yourself off. Bring yourself up, lean back again, and then just spin your feet around to come and sit to cross-legged position comfortably. Interlace the fingers and stretch open through your shoulder blades. Open your palms, turn your palms in, and then interlace the fingers. Either stay upright and just stretch out here, or lean forward and push your arms up and over. Whatever works for you. And then carefully release the hands. Just place them on your knees comfortably. Pull yourself up tall. Pull your shoulder blades back and down. Engage your abs. Open your arms. We inhale. Exhale. Raise those arms up. Interlacing the fingers like we did standing. Stretching the full body up. And then just soften through the spine as you soften through the arms. Bringing your hands together. Bowing yourself down. As always, giving yourself a bit of praise, which is usually a little clap to yourself. Thank you as always.